Well, hello and welcome aboard to Serial at Midnight. I'm your commander, Heath, and in this episode, we're talking about Space 1999, the complete series on Blu-ray from Imprint Television. The company Imprint, we love the Imprint label so much for the work that they do with film, but they also release TV shows. A prior release from Imprint Television is the Hammer House of Horror, the complete series on Blu-ray. Now we have Space 1999 to add to our collections and to add to our shelves. Over the course of this video, we're going to explore what's included in this gorgeous, is this not absolutely gorgeous box set? But I want to talk about the show, too. So Space 1999 is a landmark television series that ran from 1975 to 1977, right up until Star Wars. Star Wars forever changed the landscape of what science fiction looked like, including on television, because, after Star Wars, we get Battlestar Galactica, we get Buck Rogers, but what existed before? This is still in the shadow, I think, aesthetically, of 2001, of Stanley Kubrick's 2001 A Space Odyssey. The use of white, the use of costumes, the way that they would show ranks and things like that. It's a remarkable series. The scripts are so intelligent, so patient. It was created by Jerry and Sylvia Anderson. Jerry Anderson is, of course, I think most of us know, the guy behind those marionette shows, Thunderbirds. You think of Thunderbirds, you think of like the marionette, the puppet shows, right? He had a bunch of different puppet shows. He got into live action production in the 70s, and there's a whole string of just absolutely fantastic television shows. We'll be talking about more of them coming up in the coming weeks and months here at Serial at Midnight. But there was a show called UFO, and then sort of out of UFO comes Space 1999. And it's just, I think very highly of this series. The premise of the show is that Moonbase Alpha is this space research station on the moon. The pilot episode, I hope I'm not spoiling, this is the pilot, right? In the pilot episode, the moon gets basically knocked out of Earth's orbit and sent far-flung into space with Moonbase Alpha. Everyone's still there. They have ships, they have these... The Eagles, as you can see there, there's one of the Eagles. We'll see this ship a lot. But they would have these adventures in space, but they were very thoughtful, very cerebral, very scientifically, sometimes profound stories. And for those of us that love Star Trek, which I think a lot of us do, it really carries on. Star Trek left the airwaves in 1969. This kind of carries on not counting the animated series. This carries on the tradition of what Gene Roddenberry was doing with Star Trek. And then when the movies come around with Star Trek, they're doing some of the things that Space 1999 has already done, things they've already explored. So there is a lengthy list of special features included here. I'm going to hold this up for you guys if you want to freeze frame that so you can see it for yourself. I don't know that we're going to read all of this, but here's the thing. There's a different edition of a viewer, actually. Robert, if you're still out there with me, thank you. Robert sent me the network releasing version of Space 1999. There's also the Shout Factory version of Space 1999. This touts itself as the ultimate edition. I really think that that's true. This seems to have everything that all of the other versions of the sets have bits and pieces. This has everything. This has special features that aren't included on other sets. Even the A&E DVDs that some of us had, 20 years ago or so, it builds upon that too. So I'm going to do a real quick cursory rundown, and then we'll unbox this bad boy. So it's a 14-disc set. Stars Martin Landau and Barbara Bain. They were a real husband and wife couple. If you know Mission Impossible, the 60s Mission Impossible, not the Tom Cruise movies. They were key players in Mission Impossible. These are restored from the original 35mm elements. It looks gorgeous. Every single episode looks like a movie. That's actually one of the things that Jerry Anderson says. There's a commentary at the first episode. He says that when they presented this to the suits, they were like, wow, this looks like a feature film, and it really does. So newly remixed 5.1 and original mono audio tracks. So I am a stickler for original audio when available, and here it is. So it's nice to have the 5.1. I also want to be able to see this the way that it was originally broadcast. So that's great. Those are both included. Isolated music score on 46 episodes. So almost every single episode has an isolated music score. 8 audio commentaries from Jerry Anderson, Sylvia Anderson, writer Johnny Byrne, and it goes on. These episodes, featurettes, there's so many behind the scenes featurettes. Like almost every single episode, it seems like, has some bit of production information about them. It can be 10 minutes, it can be 5 minutes, but you can watch the episode. Don't watch the making of the episodes before watch them after, right? You don't want to spoil anything for yourself, but they'll talk about the episode that you just saw, and they'll give you insights into the script, and like, well, this person, I mean, there's dirt in these things. They're like, well, this person was there to appease the American audience, because this was an international production. It was Australian and English and US, and lots of different production companies involved. It was really kind of a global effort, but America really pushed for a particular director, and he could not deliver. And that's dirt that comes out in these special features. What else do we have? Oh man, so many things. Little featurettes that give us behind the scenes stuff. They've got like special effects slides. They've got advertisements. A tour through the Space 1999, ephemera, outtakes, Blackpool City exhibition adverts, special effects plates, ad bumpers, Martin Landau and Barbara Bain US premiere, intro and outro, model stuff. I mean, it is the kitchen sink. Everything in the kitchen sink. There's also, you know what? This is a good opportunity for us to get into it. We are 6 minutes into it and we haven't even unboxed this thing. This is also an opportunity to get into some of the extras that are included here. So this is broken down into 2 seasons. It's a 2-season show, so we have 2 different volumes. Here's the massive book. More on this in just a second. But season 1 and season 2, they're both divided, separately like that. We've got the Eagles on the back. What a great ship design. Doesn't this look, I mean, from the golden age of model, making special effects out of models, actual model kits, kit bashing things together. The discs carry on that super 70s aesthetic that I love. I mean, they're just absolutely gorgeous. Let me show you the inside of the, these are going to be your episode guides and the special features on the discs themselves. And this is a notable release because they have included the movie versions of 4 of the storylines. So here's our season 2 set. And we get to the back here. Alternative missions 1 and 2. And this is going to be Destination Moonbase Alpha, which is basically the pilot presentation in, tying up the pilot in movie form. That's presented in HD, Blu-ray. But then there are 3 more. Alien Attack, Journey Through the Black Sun, and Cosmic Princes. Those are presented in standard definition. And I almost think that they look like videotape. They seem to have been taken from a tape source. I can't say for sure, but that's what it looks like to me. If they're far from HD. But I suspect that that is all that exists. And I'm grateful that they're here because I'd rather have them than not have them. They're presented for posterity, right? So I should also say that these discs, as with everything Imprint has ever released, play perfectly fine on a Region A locked Blu-ray player. So there's the 2 discs themselves. Did I show you the back of? Yeah. The booklet, it's not even a booklet. It's a book. It's a full honkin' book. It is amazing. It has multiple, so Ian, see, they even have the writer on the front of the like you're reading a novel. It's got the writer right there because it's so just crammed with text. So it's a history. It's a detailed history about the show, the origins of the show. You see this font is small because they are packing the information in. And then we get into an episode guide. Let me skip ahead to the episode guide. Every single episode. Here's year 1. Look at that. 3 paragraphs per episode. So it's not just a synopsis. They've given us the writer, the director, who the guest artist is, the world premiere date, the UK premiere date, everything you need to know, and then a 3-paragraph rundown of each episode. They talk about how the series ended, what happened, the trouble between season 1 and season 2. I mean, it's all in here. It's all here. Try to find more pictures that I can show you. Look at this stuff, guys. So, you know, if you don't have this series and you're in the market for some smart, compelling science fiction, reach no further than Space 1999. This is the show that you're looking for, and it is just remarkable. This release is packed with, as far as I know, everything, every special feature that has been produced, plus lots of, you know, commentaries, you know, lots of new stuff here. There's, again, hopefully everybody saw this. This is actually detachable. There's a nice piece of art beneath this. Let's see if I can get this off. Boom. Moonbase Alpha. Isn't it just absolutely gorgeous? Imprint's presentation always impresses me so much. If you want the Cadillac of physical media, the Tesla, is Cadillac, now do we just say that it's the Tesla of physical media? That's exactly what this is. So as I piece this all back together, Space 1999 is available now from the fine folks at Imprint out of Australia. You can order this from a variety of places. I'll put some links in the description of this video so you can click through and find it for yourself. But I am just, the commitment from Imprint to quality, to being like the best, the top shelf product, it never lets me down. I'm always so impressed. Space 1999 is no exception. And finally, this show has the presentation that it deserves, with all those special features, with the movie versions, with the advertisements, the behind the scenes features, those descriptions of the episodes. I mean, it is magnificent. It is stunning. So let me know what you think about it. If you're going to be picking this up, let me know. We'll continue the conversation about Space 1999 in the comments below. Thank you so very much for spending some time with me aboard this ship, aboard this vessel. Watch your head as you disembark. Guys, thank you so much. Take care until next time. Here's where to go and what to do.